Hey everybody, this is Tat Comics. I was doing a lot of yard work today, and I thought, you know what, man? I always said I'd show some of my art that I found a while back, and this is stuff that I drew when I was from 12 up to about 18 or 19. But just to show you how much I loved Michelangelo. See, I even met Michelangelo and got his autograph, man. How many people could say they did that? Yeah, Michelangelo, my favorite turtle, dude. This was a drawing I tried to draw. This is a drawing that I drew. I was trying to do my own little comic book, you know, because back then I thought, oh, I can do this. I can draw my own comic book. So I was going to call it Johnny Quest. Yeah. That's about as far as I got. And this is supposed to be the next part of it. You know, there's a car, high-speed chase. The other one dude's chasing after him. Yeah. Remember, I used to draw The Simpsons a lot too. I used to draw them all the time. Simpsons, Turtles, you name it, I try to draw it. I also used to take a drawing like this and Xerox copy it, put it on wood, and then I would cut out the shape, and then I do all the routering in the wood. I still have my two Bart Simpsons that I did a long time ago, but I don't have my Teenage Ninja Turtle anymore because I gave it to this girl to try to impress her, so she can give it to her brother in a way, you know, because I heard her brother was a big Turtles fan. So I did that, and I was hoping she would want to go out with me, but she didn't. But hey, that's okay. I still got the original picture. I started drawing the Lion King stuff because one of my friends' kids really loved the Lion King, and I decided, you know, I was going to draw this and then put it on his wall and paint it. But I wanted to draw him first to kind of show his mom, you know, that I can do this, so she wouldn't think it'd just be some chicken scratch on her wall. I used to draw Ren and Stimpy all the time. All the time. Jessica Rabbit. Drew her. And I think this was one of my first attempts at drawing Spider-Man. Probably. As you can see, I never finished it. Here's a Roger Rabbit one I drew too. Jessica Rabbit. So I'll try to... Okay, there we go. And there's some more Ren and Stimpy. There's a Pumbaa. Yeah, because he was really into Lion King at the time, so I thought, well, that'd be cool to do that. What's cool about this little dude here is me and my brother and one of our best friends we grew up with. There's these three little teensy Unga Bunga dudes. And my brother has one, our other friend has one, and I have one. And they're all three little different dudes, and we all picked the guy that we wanted, and we all got it tattooed on our leg. Pretty cool. Whenever we try to get together, we try to put the legs together and take a picture. Yeah. I can't remember which one my brother got. Oh yeah, here's Bebop. Drew him. Then Joe Rocksteady. Drew Leonardo. Says, you can't touch this. Here's another Lion King one. Here's Pumbaa. Or Timon, I'm sorry, Timon. That is Timon. Yeah, so I was going to put these on his wall and then paint them. I believe this is the one that my brother has on his leg. The other one was what our friend had. And I drew this. Pretty cool. Took me a while. This was me trying to attempt to draw something outside at our old house. Here's a Metallica picture that I drew. Because back then, you know, Metallica was the band. So, you know, if you drew this on your book, people were like, yeah, man, Metallica! You know, you walk around, so... You know, people wouldn't message, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I drew that. I started to draw some characters like Frankenstein here. Because our teacher in my classroom, you know, asked us to pick a favorite monster we like to draw. So I drew Frankenstein. Probably one of my favorites. I tried to draw a picture of Lars. And the funniest thing was I silk screened this. For people who don't know what silk screening is, you take a picture like this. You put it on a screen. I'm sorry, you take a piece of film on this first. You cut out all the pieces that you want the ink to bleed through. Then you put that on a screen, zip it across a couple times, let it dry for a whole day, come back the next day, and you should be able to then put ink and just sprint down and get on a shirt. But yeah, I did Lars. Here's just some weird sketching that I did. Yeah, I think I was trying to draw the crow. And then I got bored, I started drawing Peanuts. I think it was for MetLife. I had a little card and I drew it. Yeah. And here's some other little crazy drawings I was doing. I was trying to come up with my own surfing brand, and I was going to call it, I guess, Turtle Wax. Yeah. I drew Leatherface a long time ago. I drew Freddy Krueger. I tried to draw the Joker, I believe. That was on one of those, they were called fast gas cars, where for your gas, you know, you put money on a car and you can use it to get gas. Here's a drawing I drew, turtles again. This is a continuation, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, you know, all of them on the picture. Yeah, I guess I can title this one sketching video. I really like what Eddie does, you know, he shows his pictures and stuff, so it kind of inspired me to show these. I haven't looked at these in a long time. Yeah, it's probably really light. Wait, I got this idea off of a back of a comic book, and it was you know, D&D, so that horse guy's there and those other two guys are supposed to be on the side. And here's the picture that I drew of the turtles. Now I have the this is the original. This is like what I mean by original, it's all pencil. I did have to make a Xerox copy because that was the copy that I put on top of the wood, you know, and routed out all these little lines and everything. I mean, dude, it came out so sick. I wish I would have kept it. But yeah, I got this off of a cover of one of my VHS tapes, and I believe I took two turtles and I swapped them, so I changed it up because I like to do that back then. I didn't like to draw the exact picture I was looking at, I like to change it up. Yeah, that's my turtle drawing. And here's the Bart Simpson that I drew. I still have this out of wood. You know, I routed all the lines and everything. Stand out. And then here was an idea that our teacher gave us. He gave us not body parts, but they're like mannequin, arm, eye, and all that stuff. And he said, hey, I want you to take all these pieces and I want you to draw one at a time, but make a picture out of it. So that's what I did. Have an eye right there, hand, nose, mouth. There's an ear flying by, you know, so yeah, that was my picture there. And then this right here, it was cool. I was in wood shop and I found a piece of wood, and I guess it already had a black stain on it, so I was like, dude, I'm gonna do Batman, you know. And then I cut out the shape and everything and painted it inside here red, you know, left it all black, and I gave this to my brother, and I believe he still has it. So it was pretty cool. So my brother used to make me stuff all the time. Here's another Ren and Stimpy drawing I did. Yeah, I loved Ren and Stimpy. Here's another one. I don't know if it'll come out. That's supposed to be his cousin's bin. There's Ren, and there's Stimpy. This was the one where the episode where, you know, Ren was telling Stimpy, hey, my cousin's coming over, he's really smart, intelligent, and he shows up at the door and realizes his cousin's kind of stupid. Because he'd just be like, I am Harley, you're Sven. You know, and Ren's like, Stimpy's like, oh joy, I like him. You know, and then Ren's like, you stupid sack of protoplasm, you idiot. You know, and I think this was the one too with the don't whiz on the electric fence. Yeah, I could have done a better voiceover, but I thought it was kind of dry for working outside. Here's another one of Ren and Stimpy. Then here's that X-Men one I was talking about before, off of the issue 112. Yeah, I loved that cover, so I mean I drew this all, and of course you can see I didn't get the rest of Magneto in there and stuff. And yeah, that's one of my favorite drawings that I did of like the X-Men. And then I forgot I did another Spawn. That when I showed the picture last time, you know, I was wrong about the book when I said, oh, this is one I got it from. But this was the one I was thinking of that I did off that one cover. But yeah, colored it all in with that pencil. There's no ink in that, whatever. That's just all pencil shading. Yeah, that's probably one of my other favorite pictures. Spawn. And then this right here was Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. I had the poster up on my wall, and I kept staring at it, got bored. So I just laid in my bed, sat there, looked up at the wall where the poster was hanging, and I just started drawing it. So yeah. I liked Motley Crue. I still got that poster too. And then here is the last picture I was going to show. This was the, you know, the turtles, of course. You can see it's a Xerox copy. This is what I would use to glue onto the wood so it wouldn't move. So when I cut out the shape and everything, It'll be fine. Actually, I cut a box, and then I went in and I started routering every little line, every little detail. I mean, you can see all the detail I have in there. I routed that all in. And where the shading was, I just raised up the bit a little bit and just carved into it just enough to where it would look like shading. But man, it came out so killer. I wish I would have kept it. Yeah, that's all I have right now. If you guys like this, that'd be awesome. 'Cause those like old sketches I did. And I do have something I'm going to film in a few minutes that I also found. Flipped me out. I forgot I had them. All right. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for checking out my channel. Tack Comics out.